Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The national spotlight is on MLB The Show's Game of the Week. It's the Milwaukee Brewers going up against the New York Mets. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go. And towing the slab,
Leading off
Clay
tonight for
Holmes.
Milwaukee,
Safe to say he's pretty stingy, Chris.
Indeed, his walks and hits per innings pitched is ridiculously good. I mean, when you look at the rest of the league, this guy never works out of the stretch. He's always in his windup, probably feeling pretty comfortable, getting the baseball, going right after hitters, limiting hard contact, and having good defensive work behind it.
Siri puts it away for the out. Then there's one down.
Batting second,
Sal
right
Frelick will
10,
hit next.
Sal Frelick.
The Mets would love to get a win in this one to boost their postseason hopes.
And every game seems bigger once you get past the All-Star break, Boog. Some teams get paralyzed by that pressure, but the best teams rise to the moment.
One ball.
One out, bases empty. Backed off the plate that time. In the air, left field, down the line. Makes the grab, and there's two gone.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Christian.
Two outs, bases empty.
Yelich.
Here's the Brewers DH, Christian Yelich. Up the middle. To first, Yelich out on the play. And that's the third out. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And we're back. And our pitcher in this game, Nestor Cortez Jr. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
This one popped up. Terang under it. Makes the grab, and there's one down. Here's Juan Soto. And Cindy, we already know he's going to finish the season with a new career high in home runs. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And now two gone.
Batting third, the
Two
first
down, base is empty. Here's Pete Alonso. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. 2 down, nobody on. And that one is lifted in the air. Mitchell settles under it and makes the catch. Top of the second, and the batter now is Rhys Hoskins.
12, Rhys Hoskins.
That's a laser base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Series sizing it up. He's got it. And there's one down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football. Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Patrick Johnson calling the balls and strikes.
Pretty standard zone for Johnson. Sometimes he might get a little jumpy, a little excited and expand the zone, but usually you at least feel like the pitcher on the mound is earning it. And that's important because you got to make players earn it.
Slider clips the zone. What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Brewers strand one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Bottom half of inning
Lead up
number
for the
2.
Mets,
And
the
stepping in
left
for New
fielder,
York, Brett Bryant. Foul ball there. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. And he deals.
Ball. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Swing, a high fly ball, right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone! Home run number 15 on the year, and they grab the lead. It's 1-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Base is empty, 1 away, and now it's Mark Vientos. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that was the cutter down and in right there. And typically, if you're going to have a chance with the pitch, if it's down, that's your best chance of doing anything with it. It's kind of like a mini slider, just with a little less vertical movement. But still, that one tied him up, and he couldn't get the
1
barrel
ball,
to it.
2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball. Terang throws to first in time, and that ends the inning. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. That one ripped. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 down. Andrew Monasterio up now for the Brewers. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That K is his 3rd of the game.
The batter number 2.
Back to the top of the lineup. This is Bryce Terang. Check swing, called strike. That smash towards center. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Back at the ballpark, and they have really struggled at the plate the past month as we take a look at the numbers. The 1-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Oh, nice play. It's there, and that's a great play.
No, that is such a tough play, but they make it look easy. They slow the game down. That diving stop right there, it's only part of the equation. Then you got to collect yourself, get up, make a good throw, and you got to get it there in time. That's the toughest part, especially when it's got to be on the money.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. 2 outs. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 3 innings complete. It's the Mets 1 and the Brewers nothing. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
Number 10, Sal Frelick.
Holmes winds and deals. That one missed.
Well, these Brewers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
And now it'll be Christian Yelich. In for a strike. And now 2-2.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
Strike 3. Got him with the sweeper.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
And here is Hoskins. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4.
Outside, that's a ball.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Here's the Brewers catcher now, William Contreras. Swung on, belted. Way back there. And it's gone. That one felt good. His 11th of the year, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-1. 2 outs, nobody on. Jackson Chourio getting ready to hit. Strike 2. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Bryant in and to his right. Squeezes it. And that'll do it. 2 runs for Milwaukee on the dinger. And it's now bottom of the 4th. Juan Soto down.
The right fielder, Juan
The 1-1.
Soto.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Hit in the air, right field. Frelick running hard to get it. He's got it. And there's one away.
Lefties can definitely be a little pull happy up there, especially with pitches that they see pretty well. That was a good example. He hooked an outside pitch.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And out of here. His 36th home run of the season. It's 2-2.
That's exactly what this crowd wanted to see in this spot. He blasted that pitch. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Headed towards the corner. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. This one in the air. Terang. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Brandon Nimmo. Up now for the Mets. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. 2-2 game. This is MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Coming up, we head to the 5th. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
That one out to right. Soto gets under it. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. Joseph Ortiz digs in now.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Soto makes the grab for the second out. At the plate, Andrew Monasterio. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
2 down, nobody on. Goes down looking. Nobody left for Milwaukee. Bottom of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Mark Vientos.
That's ball 2.
Well, these Mets, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back there. It's a bomb. Home run number 20 on the year, and just like that, they're out front. It's 3-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. High fly ball out to center field. Mitchell brings it in. 1 away.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
1 out, base is empty, and a run in. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Chorio tracks it down for the out.
Now batting, center fielder, Jose.
And now it's Jose Siri. 2 outs. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. 2 outs. Base is empty. Popped up. Hoskins sizes this one up, makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And here comes the Mets manager.
Pitching for
the Mets with a new arm on the mound, A.J. Minter.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Siri in position. Brings it in. And there's 1 down. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Sal Frelick. Swing and a foul out of play. The Brewers trailing by a run, and we're the top half of the 6th. That's a hit. Here comes Christian Yelich. And that is out of play.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Got him swinging.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle, so I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. This one high in the air to left center. And that is that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Mets 3 and the Brewers 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Nestor Cortez Jr. departs, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
so the Brewers bring on a new pitcher from the pen, Nick Mears.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
And now, Juan Soto.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one almost got him. Lindor aboard here at first with nobody out. It's in and out of his glove. Still finds a way to get off the throw. Quick recovery from the misplay pays off for the out.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first, and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul tip into the mid, struck him out. Nothing doing.
Leading off for the Brewers, the catcher, William Contreras.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Swings and misses, struck him out. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Stays alive. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Siri pulls that one down, and that is that. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Aaron Ashby.
Now
just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Ashby.
Now he steps out of the box as he asks for time. To the right side. On to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Now batting.
Now here is Brandon Nimmo. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Lifted in the air down the left side, and no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. That's to third. Ortiz. Jump throw. And it beats him. What a play.
Up next.
To the batter now, Mark Vientos. It was a homer for him back in the 5th. Just a solo shot, but an important swing in this game.
Yeah, and it was a beautiful swing as well. Everything just came together timing-wise, and he blasted it out of here.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2 down, nobody on. On the ground. Base hit. Two outs, runner at first. Now it's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. And it's fouled away. High fly ball out into left center field. Chorio. He makes the grab. And that is that. And we're back. Now at the plate, Joseph Ortiz.
The third baseman.
When you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner. Got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls.
Here comes the manager out of
the pitching for the Mets, number 72.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. 98 miles per hour on the gun.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down one. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Back to the top of the order now. Now, Bryce Terang. And now 1 and 2.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
He's got it. And there's 2 down. Sal Frelick now at the plate. Swing and a miss. And the count is 2 and 2. Swing and a high fly ball right field. And that's the 3rd out. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Yoel Hyams.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Terang over to first in time. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th. Now here is Jose Siri.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Moving in the bullpen, Jarred Koenig getting ready to go. Uribe warming up as well. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. So the 1-out hit turns the lineup over.
Up next for the Mets.
And now it's Frankie Lindor.
Francisco Lindor.
That one fouled off. Foul ball, still a 1 and 2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down. And now Juan Soto. Right side. And that one handled. Tosses to first. They get the out on Soto. And that will end the inning. Mets strand 1. And it remains a 3-2 ball game. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the DH, Christian Yelich. Rips one to right. Fair ball. Into second base. The tying run is on with a leadoff double.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front, ripped it.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Out of here. He flexes his power with that swing, and they add a pair. It's 4-3. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Siggy.
This dude is on fire, Blue. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again at the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a swing and a miss, and a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Up now for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So 2 down now, and here is Garrett Mitchell. Oh, great stop. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of...
Now pitching for
We're
Milwaukee.
back, and on the mound is the closer.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense.
Now this one is hammered way back there. On its way and gone. And we are tied. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and we're starting over. It's 4-4. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boo. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate, here it is, watch it, I'm going to jog around the bases.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Bryant will hit next. Line drive, base hit.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
On the ground, could be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. So up next,
Now
Mark
batting,
Vientos.
the third baseman.
Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. And a count 1-2.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Pulls it in on the warning track. Jeff McNeil stands in. 2 outs, but the winning run is at first. In the air, left side. Chorio has a beat on it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. The Pete Alonso blast for the Mets. It's now tied 4-4. We head to extras on MLB The Show's Game of the Week. New inning getting started. Now the third baseman, Joseph Ortiz. The next offering misses, and it's 2-1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And here comes the Mets manager.
Pitching for the Mets, number 81.
Ground ball up the middle. In plenty of time to first. 1 away in the top half of the 10th.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run.
Line, and that's a base hit. Runner from third in to score. And it's an RBI single, and they lead it in the 10th.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
1 down, runner at first. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Bryce Terang. One and 2 here. On the ground to third. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. To second, and he's safe.
Man, I was expecting 5-4-3 double play off the bat, but I think he just tried to be a little too quick there, especially when you think it's a pretty routine ball to handle. It's really easy to think ahead to the transfer and the throw before you actually bring it into your glove.
In the dirt. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Monasterio at second. Terang over at first with 1 away. Rips that one center field. Hauls it in. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Christian Yelich.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Here's Yelich at the dish.
3 balls,
Not
1
close
strike.
with that one. Now 3-1. In the air, right field, Soto. And that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 5-4 ball game. Back after this. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. So the tying run at second. Out to short. Fires over to Hoskins. 1 up, 1 down. Jose Siri getting ready to hit. And a count 1-2.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here at a crucial spot. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one's carrying onto the track, and he makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone. So last chance for the Mets. And next for the Mets, Francisco Lindor. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. The Mets down to their final strike. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there. Wow! Ball game! That one's got to feel good. And the Mets walk it off in extra innings.
Get to extra innings, it seems like every guy is trying to come up with the big swing to hit the homer and end the ball game. Well, he did it. Huge swing of the bat, and we're all heading home.
Six-5 the final here today. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by the Game of the Week.